Hello, welcome to SoundTrap tutorial video number 3. In this video, you're going to learn about the measures in our composition. You're going to learn how to edit loops and a couple of zoom controls. So you should have a composition that looks exactly like this. If you do not yet have a composition that looks like this, stop the video, go back and watch SoundTrap tutorial videos number 1 and number 2. The first thing that we're going to learn about today are the measures. The measures are listed up at the top of your composition, and they're incredibly important to helping us organize our compositions. They're simply measured from left to right, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see that my drum loop here begins in measure 1, and it ends at measure 9. I would call this drum loop 8 measures long because it goes up to measure 8 and it fills up measure 8. It is not 9 measures long because it stops at measure 9. It does not fill up measure 9. The bass loop goes from measure 3 and it goes to measure 10. It stops at measure 11. This one is also 8 measures long if you were to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 measures. Same thing with the piano loop, starting at measure 5, stopping at measure 13. It is 8 measures long. Okay. Again, keeping track of your measures helps you to organize your composition. Now, editing loops, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. The first way is if I wanted to take my drum loop and extend it so that it repeats even more, I would hover over the top right corner of the loop, and you can see that my mouse turns to a loop icon. I just simply click and drag that, and the loop will repeat over and over and over again for as many measures as I want. I can also detract the loop and make it shorter. Okay, just by clicking and dragging. What I'm going to do right now is make it 16 bars long, so it starts at measure 1 and it finishes at measure 17. It fills up the 16th bar so that the drum loop is 16 bars long. The second way that we can edit loops is by copying and pasting. The same way that you do in a Word file or in any other kind of software, you can do that in SoundTrap. So we're going to start with our bass loop, and I'm going to first detract it down so it's just a 2-bar loop. Starts at measure 3, ends at 5. It's 2 full bars. To cut, copy, and paste, you use this as your cursor. All you'll do is you'll simply click on the item that you want to cut, copy and paste. You'll press Control-C to copy, and then wherever this cursor is where the item will be pasted. So if I want to paste it here at measure 7, I'll leave the cursor there and press Control-V to paste. And then let's say we go ahead and paste another one here at measure 11, Control-V. Great. I'm going to do the same thing here with piano, and I'm going to have these happening at different moments. So I'll paste another copy here at measure 9, and then another copy here at measure 13. Okay. Now notice when I was pasting that I had the SoundTrap selected as well. If I click up here and I try to paste a piano part in the bass track, it won't let me because they're different kinds of audio files. The last thing I want to show you in this video is how to zoom in and to zoom out. This can be handy when you are trying to paste your items in very specific places. The zoom buttons are down here in the lower right hand corner of the screen. Click on the plus sign and you zoom in. Click on the minus sign and you zoom out. Your SoundTrap checkpoint for today is to create a composition that looks exactly like this, with the same tracks and with the same edits, so that your bass part and piano part happen one after another, and it should sound like this. Once you're finished with that, save your composition, and that's all you have to do.